Hello, my name's James Walton. I have three pieces in the anthology, a piece of flash speculative fiction and two poems. And what really appeals to me about the concept behind the anthology is that I like the way that a foreign viewpoint gives meaning to the whole, that individual sitting outside the fence can see and grant perception in a way that when we're in among all the tent ourselves, we may not see what's really true about ourselves. And I guess I've always been a bit of an outsider anyway, so I like to write from the perspective of an observer who uses their experience, I guess, to try and catalogue what's going on around them. I also like the fact that the concept of alienness is something which greatly appeals to me, and I've been writing a fair bit of science fiction over the past few years, mainly short stories and shorter fiction, so it immediately evoked something in me. And I think that's a special place, that view of the outsider looking in at the common and how those things relate to each other. I think if you look at the whole world around us and all those things that are going on with films and TV shows and writing and novels and books and everything else, there is this appeal to try and understand what it is that's going on in everyone's lives, but through a common denominator, I guess, of the observance of the person who's outside the fence and not generally accepted in the tribe, so to speak. When I try and write about the experience of people who are not fitting in with the whole community aspect, I guess, of the normal life, I think what there is within their secret heart, something which appeals to everyone. And that secret heart has a way of provoking and invoking and creating a view, a particular perspective, a way of saying, I'm here, I'm different, but that doesn't make me special, and it doesn't make you special either, because in the end, all we are is who we are. There is, I guess, political aspects in a lot of the stuff I write. In the short story about a person who spends his life really having particular sentences from books that he's grown up with inscribed on his body, or titles of books and authors' names and things, it's because he feels a commitment to preserving that collection of things that have occurred during his life and before his life, and for his family too, although he is very much a lone person. And he finally makes a connection when he notices one of his bosses has a little tattoo on her neck, which surprises him. In terms of form, I don't really prefer one type over another. My thoughts come to me at different times. In fact, with my short stories, invariably I wake in the morning, and this may have something to do with age, and again, age is something which, as you get older and older, you get more and more removed from the general populace and community view of the world. I wake these days often with my short fiction already totally composed in my head, which makes me think maybe there's something else going on, that there's a form of intelligence out there that operates, which goes on even while we're asleep. So I wonder, in a way, what the brain is and how it's relating to all the things around it, and what's going on, what's being transmitted, what's being received. In terms of tone or language, I'll work off a phrase, I think, which sets off then a chain of thought with a poem. It'll often be related to something I'll hear or see myself or dream about or want to happen. There is something out there, I hope. I hope there's something out there which informs all of our lives and lives elsewhere, and that all of us writing together, particularly in an anthology like this, can bring those various points of view to home and make, if you like, a state in which we can all take part in that view. I think it was the movie Contact, where there's a repeating theme between Jodie Foster as the daughter and her father, who she connects with again in coming to terms with meeting an alien life force elsewhere. And they talk about, if there's not something out there, it's an awful waste of space, isn't it? And I think that's something which I take to heart and certainly would like to work on and bring out in a way which crosses over normal reading channels. And I hope that throughout this book, everyone gets a chance to see that little alien, that little foreign view that drives us all forward and makes us who we are. And they're really interesting, I think, about the otherness, I think about the view of the outsider or the alien, is how that foreign viewpoint gives us all our common humanity, that individual, strange little way of looking at the world is what makes us all one in the end. Thank you.